Hello everyone, my name is Sonu Singh and once again you have started watching me to this video. So today I'm going to talk about why English is important and how can you improve your English speaking. Well, if you go out and see the actual scenario, then all the students are going to the English medium school. But the problem is that still, if they have to present themselves in English language, they do not feel comfortable. Why they do not feel comfortable? Because English is their classroom language. Like they go to classroom when teachers are trying to explain certain concept, the students understand because they have the book, they read it and they understand it. But when they are out of the class, like when they are actual on the ground, they understand English but they are not able to speak properly. So why does it happen? Because they never see English as a language, they never implement it in their life. Well, merely going to the English medium school is not going to help you to become a good English speaker. Well, you know that now I'm a good speaker, but that is not sufficient. Like if you go out, see that all the people are talking in Hindi language, but the moment you put them into certain situation like public speaking, like interview, group discussion, or if they have to deal with the client to sell certain product, they'll feel that they are not efficient. So when you communicate your certain message, when you communicate to explain something to somebody, you know that it requires the effectiveness, it requires the efficiency, and that is what missing. Merely speaking is not enough. So when you try to speak English better, it means that you are trying to communicate in English language in a better way, in a very efficient manner. And that's why we take the help of the teachers, we take the help of trainers. But one thing is here in India that there are so many teachers who just know makeshift English, like they are not properly speaking, or they are not able to speak properly, or they do not have certain requisite skill, but still they project themselves one of the best trainer because they have the money, so they do the advertisement and all that stuff to market themselves. And students, they are the students, they are the beginners, so they do not understand the ability of the teacher, so they fall prey. And that's why YouTube plays an important role. Like if you go to YouTube, there are an amazing teachers without paying any fee. You can take their classes. Like full course is available on YouTube. And not only of one teacher, but there are so many teachers. You just have to do the screening that who is better and whom do you understand better. But now, you know that merely learning the class translation or rules or grammar rules is not important, because when you have to speak, you know that I can translate the sentence, I can understand others, but the actual problem is in speaking. So suppose if you are learning so many things, like you're learning how to translate, you're taking online or offline classes, but you are not focusing your attention on speaking, you will never speak. I have noticed that some individuals try to scroll Instagram reels because they get words, because they get sentence, and that's why they feel that just merely scrolling the Instagram reels is going to help them. But the actual problem is that you have the difficulties in speaking. So you have to create better opportunities, you have to create more opportunities so that you can speak regularly. And you know one thing, that if you try to speak English every day without thinking that your English is right or wrong, trust me, that time will come when you will feel confident, and you will feel that now your ability to learn English language is rising day by day. When I started learning English language, it was the year 2007. So I thought that if I learn the translation, if I learn the grammar, I would be able to speak good English. So I did it. I started learning, I learned it, and I sort of become expert in translation. Like whenever somebody asked me any kind of translation, I was translating it with the help of grammar rules. So I thought now if I go to spoken English class, maybe they would guide me, and then I would start speaking good English. So when I started my spoken English class, they started teaching me same thing that I already knew. So I was enjoying that journey because there were so many students in the classroom, and I was superior to everyone, because whenever they tried to get any answer from any student, I was the first person to give the answer. So I enjoyed the journey. I spent around 7 months there, but I noticed one thing, that my ability to communicate in English language is not getting better. Yeah, I understood that now what are the things that is required, and I was trying to speak in English language, but I realized one thing, that this is not enough. So my 7 month of classroom was over there. So I discovered some personal stuff, like only classroom is not sufficient. So I discovered that I have to expose myself to the English language by listening, by reading the newspaper, by talking to people. So those days it was not possible to talk to people in English language because I belonged to rural areas. I was staying in a village, so that was not possible. Right now you have so many options that you can go to online platforms, and you can be connected with the English speaking community, or you can take the paid and free opportunities there. But those days even internet was not available. Like, we were using 2G, and the speed of the 2G was not good, and purchasing mobile and getting the data in 2007-8 era, it was not possible, and it was not affordable for any normal person. So those days it was very difficult. I somehow understood that what are the things that I need to implement in my life, and I started doing it. Like, I purchased the magazines, I purchased the newspaper, and I started purchasing the novel, and I was reading it. I was literally searching the word meaning from the Oxford Dictionary, and it was very hectic and very time taking process, but I did it because that was the only option available those days. But now, if you want to speak good English, make sure that you just expose yourself to these situations. Like, try to speak. And how do you speak? If you go to Telegram, if you go to digital platform, then you will get the subscription. There are so many paid and free platforms available. So if you take the help of those platforms, you will be connected with the community who is trying to speak English, or who are just like you. They all are trying to speak in English with each other. Now that's how you can create an opportunity to speak. Next thing is that continuously you have to listen and you have to read, because merely speaking is not enough. When you try to speak, you actually try to speak in certain accent, and if your accent is not correct, maybe your words are good, maybe your sentence formation is good, but if you do not have the right accent, if you do not have the right way of pronouncing certain word, you will not be an effective speaker. So that's why when you listen to somebody, you exactly understand that how to pronounce certain word and what is the right way, right accent of speaking English. And when you read the newspaper, whatever word you learn, whatever word you try to memorize or learn, it gets repeated when you read newspaper. And next benefit you get through reading newspaper is that you learn small phrases, you learn the expression, that how to express yourself. And if you are consistent with it, because English learning or English speaking is not a big deal, it just requires the commitment, and it requires being consistent. And don't think that I will learn speaking English and that's it. No, if you want to learn English, then you actually need to enhance your English knowledge, and you have to enhance your confidence also. Suppose I am speaking English, but my desire is that I have to update myself with more words, with more rules and regulations, so that when I speak, I can speak eloquently, I can impress somebody. Maybe today I'm talking to you, but there will be a situation when I will be surrounded by professional people, like professor, like teachers. So I have to be very correct, otherwise I'll lose my reputation. So that's why I feel that merely speaking is not enough. Speaking, I am speaking, that is good, because this is what I needed and I am doing it. But you do not have to stop your journey. And it is not like you have to do the homework and you have to learn something only, then you can upgrade yourself. You have to just do normal things. Like as an educated person, as a graduate person, you need to get the information that what is going on in the country, what is in the news, and you have to entertain yourself. You have to talk to people. So make sure that you use English language. Like when you have to get the information to the news, you will switch on to the English, you will turn on to the English news channel. When you have to read newspaper, you will read English news only. Maybe in the beginning it is difficult for you, but once you develop a habit, your mind will enjoy it. And when you reach a point where you are enjoying English environment, like when you listen to English news, you enjoy it. When you read new English newspaper, you enjoy it. When you start enjoying it, automatically you will be better than anyone. And this journey is not about being better than anyone. This journey is all about being effective, is about getting the clarity in your speaking. And if you follow these things, definitely you will notice that now your ability to communicate and your ability to speak fluent English is getting better day by day, and that's what we need. So I hope that whatever ideas I share in this video, you liked it. And if you liked it, then hit the subscribe button, like and share the video with your friends. Thank you for staying with me. See you in next video.